Hello, everybody. Lisa Strickland here. How are you today? So, today I'm coming on. I just thought I'd do a little bonus live about how my clients reduce their stress. I just wanted to talk to you about how to go about, looking at how you're feeling and how to actually take control of what you have going on. Because, everybody runs so fast in today's society. And even when we're not well, we still are running all the time. And it's really important that we actually take a deep breath and start to realize that we actually have to step back and look after ourselves. Because if we don't start looking after ourselves, then any of the issues that we have going on with our autoimmune or chronic illness is going to really upset the balance that we have going on in our body. So it's really, really important to think about how we can move forward and lower our stress levels. Hi, Debbie, how are you? Good to see you. So really important to think about, okay, if you're starting to feel anxious or feeling uptight, you know that you're running. I know for me personally, I'm always running, with kids and all the rest of it. And you tend to forget, even sometimes if you're sitting there waiting for them, your children or your grandchildren in the car, you're still trying to get things done. Unfortunately, we have these things, mobile phones, and we get on here and we might be paying a bill or we might be doing this. We don't give ourselves time to relax. So I talk to my clients all of the time about making sure that you're present within what you've got going on at that moment. Really thinking about, taking a breath, just literally, and I mean physically, sitting there and just going and relaxing for a minute, because we don't, and you get halfway through the day, and I think most of us have spent a lot of time either holding our breath a lot and just holding ourselves in, and we don't actually use our breath to assist our body to relax. And just for that minute, I'm not saying stop everything you're doing for an hour. It's just spending that time to calm down a little bit. Now, there are a few main things that I talk to my clients about when we are looking at stress. Now, most people don't think, and I'm sure, we're all different, but think about it. Did you know that eating nutritious food reduces your stress levels? Now, a lot of people don't even think about it because they put their food in their mouth. They just grab whatever's quick and shovel it in their mouth, and they just think they'll just keep going. But when you're putting a lot of junk food and a lot of bad food into your system, a lot of sugars, a lot of high carbs, a lot of those sort of things, a lot of bad oils, you are going to weigh your body down. It is not going to be able to cope with what you've got going on around you. So really looking at what you are eating is really, really important for you to be able to deal with your stress levels. Because if you've been on a real junk food binge, you will find that your body will not cope with it as much. It really weighs it down. It makes it work so much harder. So, all those coping mechanisms that you had before are out the window because you've really, you've not looked after your system enough. So, everything is working the way it needs to work. So food is amazingly important and number one on our list of assisting our bodies to deal with stress. And within the 6 weeks reducing pain, this is what we do. I make it easy because I take that worry away for you by giving you your recipes. So for you, you just have to follow the recipes that are given within that program. So that makes it so much easier. So number 2 is looking at your exercise. Now, depending on where you are with what you've got going on in your body at the time, walking around the garden, if that's all you can do, that's great. But just trying to build up that exercise, do a little bit at a time and do that exercise. Do your stretching, do a bit of stretching, whatever you like to do, yoga, that sort of thing. That will assist your body and your stress levels. We talk about it a lot in the 6-week program and how everybody has different things that they find really relax them. And it's about finding the thing that really, really makes you, feel nurtured and feel great when you're finished. Because it's, I talk to my kids about it as well, and I talk to everybody, because when you get uptight and you start, either getting aggressive or snappy at people, I always say, especially to my children, step back. You're feeling a bit stressed, so go and find the things. One likes to have a bath, another one just likes to spend time by herself reading a book. These are the things that you really need to think about to reduce your stress levels long term, because you need to understand what your trigger is, okay? So that exercise is a really good way. A lot of people find that is a really good way for them to reduce their stress levels and stop, that trigger of stress. It's third is sleep. Now, getting enough sleep, so important. We all know how we feel when, we've had a night out, and especially as we're sort of got more responsibility and we don't go out as much. When we do have a night out, we really feel it the next day because we haven't had as much sleep as we normally have. So getting enough sleep is a really important thing to keep our stress levels down, because when we don't get enough sleep, of course we don't cope with the stress. We just, we start sort of, our voices start getting a little more high pitched, and we start getting very irritable and really reactive to the people around us. So understanding how to, get yourself into a regular routine of trying to go to bed at the same time and getting that sleep, really important. Finding the things that help you relax enough to go to sleep and switch that brain off. So, really these things are all the things that we talk about within the program. Self-care. Okay, number 4, self-care. Now, how important is self-care? Who here actually thinks about taking the time out to look after themselves? And it can be as easy as having a bath, even having a foot bath with a bit of Epsom salts, sitting on a chair and reading a book and having a nice cup of tea that you might enjoy. All those sort of things are looking after yourself and your own mental health and your own stress levels, because these things all interconnect together. It's so important that all the things that I've talked about here to do with food, exercise, sleep, and self-care, they all come together. And actually, if you think about it, they are actually all self-care, because eating the right foods, you're looking after yourself. Exercising, you're looking after yourself. They are, sleep, you're looking after yourself. So all things that are all going into that self-care area, because you're making sure that your body is working to its optimum and really being able to feel great, feel energetic, and start reducing the pain that you're feeling, and really start to feel like when you get out of bed in the morning, you just go, oh, wow, I feel really good. And just moving on with your day. It's people don't think about it. It's amazing how, we drag ourselves up in the morning and we think, oh my God, another day. I can't wait till this day's over and this day starts, or I can't wait till Friday, or I can't wait till this. Imagine not saying that at all and actually living each day with enjoyment and not worrying about, and you literally are talking your life away when you're doing that. Your life disappears. You're constantly thinking about the next day or the next week or the next this, instead of actually looking around you and realizing that what you've got around you is amazing. And these are all the things, because we are so stressed and we're running so much, we're helping our families to do what they need to do. And as women, we are terrible at looking after ourselves. We look after everyone else and we think that we're going to be here forever, and that it doesn't matter what we throw at our body, and it doesn't matter how little sleep we have and how little we look after ourselves, and we're just still going to be here. But the problem is there comes a time when we just go boom and we fall over, and we don't want to get there. That's not what this is about. We need to live amazing lives. We're not there, you know, we want to help. That's just who we are. But we are not there to, you know, to not look after ourselves as well. Because, and I do remind my clients all the time, you know, to look after, you have to look after yourself if you want to be good and look after other people. You know, you want to be good for those people, be well, be, you know, when I say good, I mean feeling well enough to be able to deal with what's going on and helping, you know, our families and the people around us. So we have to look after us. So important. So our stress levels are probably the most important, because we can then support everybody else as well. So really think about the things that are causing you on a daily basis to feel stressed, and start breathing in, stopping for a minute, taking your breaths, making sure that you're eating really well, making sure that you're getting some exercise, you're getting your sleep, and you are doing those little things, you know. And self-care also extends to going to yoga, going and having a reflexology, a foot massage, going and having, you know, your toenails painted, a pedicure, a manicure, going to the hairdresser and getting your hair done, you know, all these things. We need to look after ourselves. We need to be good to ourselves, okay? Really, really important. So really think about your stress levels and how you can move yourself forward from feeling stressed all the time. Now I'm just going to have a look. Debbie's got, yes, yeah, and this is the thing, Debbie, you know, Debbie's saying that her daughter is going through a lot and she's really worn out. And this is what we do to ourselves, you know. We run so much for our family because we love them and we want to give them everything, every opportunity and everything we can give them. And that is an amazing thing. And that's, you know, as women, we really are amazing people. And you need to think about that, because you look at all the women that are around you. We are strong, and we're out there to assist our families to move forward. But we do have to remember ourselves. So, so important. So, you know, the 6 Week to Reducing Pain program is actually all about us taking a step back and really starting to think about who we are, looking at our food. Because if we are dealing with autoimmune and chronic illness issues, we really are pushing ourselves when we're helping our family, because we are pushing through our pain. We are pushing through all the things that we have going on. We shut it out. You know, I did it. I've done it for years, shutting out what was going on with my own health to help my family. And there was a point where everything just fell apart. Okay, so be aware. You have to look after yourself. So the 6 Week to Reducing Pain program is all about, you know, giving you the menus so you don't have to worry about thinking about what recipe you're going to cook tonight. You know, and they're all kid friendly. Everybody that I have coming on, you know, they're using it for their families. They multiply it so that they've got enough there. You know, that's something that you don't, because actually coming home and cooking sometimes can be a real pain. And you're thinking about recipes and, oh, what am I going to cook? And then you ring your husband and ask him and he goes, I don't know. So, you know, it's just that thing going on all the time. So really, really thinking, being able to have that in front of you so you don't have to think. Being able to be reminded that you need to look after yourself, you know, have your self-care list every week. Do all the things, and every day, and do all the things that you need to keep yourself healthy. This is all about pushing you through and making new habits so that then you look after yourself so you can look after others. So really think about how you're going to move forward. And I'd love to talk to anyone that wants to talk to me about the program so that I can assist you to move forward and really start to bring your good habits to the table. You know, because it's all about changing habits and making us realize that we are important, okay? So I really, really hope everyone has a great weekend. Any questions, please pop them in underneath in the comments section, and I will talk to you really, really soon. Okay, bye.